Hey there guys, welcome to the first episode of our channel, Twisted Piston Family Repair. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Dustin.
We're both brothers, and we just like doing this type of thing, so we just wanted to introduce you to some of the projects that we're going to be working on. The main project is going to be this 64 Ford Galaxy. We plan on doing a whole restoration for it. That's going to be filling any spots that need to be filled, doing new floor pans, everything to it.
And of course, the mechanical aspects like the motor and transmission.
Yes. But before we actually get started on this, we need to make a little bit of money. So we're actually going to show you what we're currently working on to flip around and make money to go towards our main project for this channel here. So this here is our 2012 Chevy Traverse. We picked this up not too long ago. We're planning on fixing all the problems with it and then flipping it and making a profit. So when we picked this up, the guy said it had a misfiring problem and wouldn't start. So what we did, we brought it home, we checked everything around, and then we were actually able to get it started by replacing the battery, which is located here in the back passenger side in the floor panel. From here, all we got to do is just figure out what's causing the misfire and then just go from there. So we already got parts ordered, and we're just going to go ahead and start working on this immediately.
He said he replaced the spark plug and the ignition, but only on cylinder 4. I haven't checked to see where the cylinders are located or anything yet, but I'm assuming this brand new one right here in the front is the one he replaced. But right next to it and all of the other ones, you can look at them and visibly see that they were really dingy. So we went and checked the number, and these are from the factory. This is a 12-year-old vehicle with 168,000 miles on it. It's usually not good. So should have had at least one tune-up by now, which includes all of the ignition coils and all of the spark plugs. But we figured since it's misfiring so bad, we'll just go ahead and replace those first because it needs it regardless. And after that, we'll go from there.
All right, finally got the parts in. These are the new spark plugs and igniters for this 3.6 liter V6 engine. We're going to be replacing these for you guys, that way you can see and hopefully figure out how to do it for yourself one day. The spark plugs we got from AutoZone, they are the auto lights, and then the igniters, we actually bought them offline on eBay, just because who wants to pay $65 a piece?
So this is just to show you, if you go to AutoZone, try to buy them, they're $68 a piece. That's for one. Most of the time, if you're trying to do a tune-up like this, when one of them goes bad, the other ones probably aren't far behind. So you do want to do the whole set if you can. But to buy a whole set, you know, to pay $300 for a whole set of these just for a tune-up, it's a little much. So if you're poor like me, you learn how to find the stuff on eBay. Here's the whole set on eBay for $56.99. That's less than the price of one at the store. Now, the only thing I will say about buying online is when you're on eBay, you want to look at the seller, you want to look at the feedback, and how many reviews it has. Now, this is from VAP Auto Parts. They've got 96,694 reviews, and that's 99.5% positive feedback. So you know that these are going to be good parts. So that's one way to save money, by buying your stuff on eBay. So I guess now we're going to get started showing you how. Now these come with new bolts on them and everything. They should be 10s. They are. The old ones are 10s. So you've got 3 on the front, and then you got 3 back here, which you won't be able to see with the camera, but you got a lot of playroom back here, so it should be pretty decent to get to without having to take your intake manifold or anything off. So let's get started. Looks like somebody's already replaced that bolt once. But you probably want to go through and unhook all of the electrical for them. Should be just as simple as pushing down this tab here and pulling. Hopefully it is for you. We'll go ahead and do the backs too. Two. And three. Okay. I had already taken this bolt out previously, so let's go down here.
You can tell these were old.
Never been taken out. See, this one is actually one of the new ones that dude said he put on. We may keep that one just for a spare. This is the one I showed to you last time. I cleaned it off a little, but you can see it's kind of older. The part number for it is right here. It's 126-32479. When we reference that, that is the original part number from the factory. So those are done for. We're not going to use those. This might be an issue.
I say I told you I'd probably have to take the manifold off.
No, I think we just need to take this right here off. Which looks like another 10.
Alright, so what are you taking off right there? I know it's some sort of wiring harness, but I don't know what it's for.
If I had to wager a guess, it's airflow sensor of some type. Should just be as simple as taking this one. Yep, it's got a little O-ring on it. Just pulls right out of the way. You can set that aside. And then, boom. Nice. Now you can see how dingy that one looks. Nasty. And same part number, Denso. So getting rid of that one. And we'll go ahead and get these spark plugs done.
I should have spark plug.
It's the littler one, but I couldn't get the littler one to actually go on the spark plug. I'll try to. Big extensions.
You can never have too many extensions.
You gotta kind of, with the spark plug ones, if it's a brand new one and the rubber boot on the inside is brand new, you kind of have to give it a little forceful push down on there, but let's see if I can get these done. Oh.
Yeah, that was seized, wasn't it?
And that was the one that they just replaced, supposedly.
Oh, dude, I bet you they fucking tore that down way too tight.
Anything to give you. Yep, so something's definitely going on. That's supposed to be the new one.
Yeah, this thing has been burnt up.
Let's hope we can get this one out. Shit.
Also looks like there might be a little bit of oil on there too.
Oh, okay, that one's good. I hope them back ones ain't like that.
I don't know how you're gonna get to the back ones.
Very carefully, my friend.
Man, are these even gapped properly?
See, that one wasn't in very bad. See, that one's burnt. You see that one?
Charred to a crisp.
Thing holds on to him, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
Alright. Let's get one of our new ones down in there.
Let's do a comparison real quick. Okay, so this right here, this is an old one compared to the new one. You can definitely see that this thing has been burnt, which is going to happen when there's combustion inside the chamber, which is what you want.
Switched up. Or maybe I should. You always want to get them started with your fingers. Once you know it's started good, then you can get in there and torque her down.
Yeah, because if you just try to go in there and immediately try to torque them down, it's possible you could cross thread them. Which you don't want that happening, because then you'll just have to end up re-threading your whole head.
Which can be expensive if you have to take it to a machine shop and have them do all that. Don't recommend doing it yourself unless you're a professional and you have the equipment to do it. And with the spark plugs, you don't want to really torque on them because they can break. And again, if something breaks off in there,
Yes.
bad day for you.
Because as you can see right here, this white piece here, that is made of porcelain. You do not want that breaking and getting inside your motor. That's going to cause all sorts of problems, and you'll pretty much just have to break down the whole motor just to find that small little piece of porcelain.
Once you get the igniter in, you push it down on there, make sure it gets secured on top of that spark plug, and then you tighten the bolt down for the igniter, and then you just plug it right back in.
Yep. 1 down, 5 to go. Alright guys, so we were able to get all the spark plugs changed, along with the igniters. We're still having some sort of issues with it. Unfortunately, it starts and runs, but it seems as if we're either not getting enough fuel, or there's some sort of bad compression somewhere. So, judging by this, we may possibly have to replace either the ECU, which is the brains of the car, or like the computer, or possibly do some sort of compression test to see if there are any bent valves or anything like that with inside the heads. And then after we do all that, if none of that works, then we have some sort of fueling issue. So we're just going to go through our list, check it off one at a time, and then from there we'll just figure out solutions to fixing this problem, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so basically we did the tune-up. You know, that's the minimalist thing that we could have tried to do, and that didn't fix the problem. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go dig a little bit deeper. We're going to take the intake off, we're going to take the valve covers out, and I'll use my inspection camera and check a few things, probably turn the motor a little bit. See if any of the valves are warped. If the valves are warped, then most likely we have a timing chain issue that has caused the valves to warp. I already priced that on eBay for all new valves and the timing chain kit. We're looking a little over $300. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start unhooking some electricals. These things that got the red clip, you want to pop the red clip out first, and then you can take them off. They should come off fairly easily. Red clip and off. Yep. Let's see here.
So what's that cylinder looking thing right there on the top?
What, this?
No, the one you just unhooked.
This.
Yeah.
This is your throttle body.
That's the throttle body?
So this will be your throttle body, or throttle position sensor.
Okay.
When you are tugging on stuff like this, I mean, this is a newer vehicle, so it's nothing to really worry about, but when you have an older vehicle you're trying to do this to, you can have issues where you break stuff. So we gotta try not to break anything if at all possible. Like I just did right there.
Oh, congratulations.
Basically just taking stuff off and pulling it out of the way.
Good.
It does look like most of the bolts we'll be messing with are 10s.
Yeah, most anything that's still with your intake are usually 10 millimeters. I've noticed that while I've been going to school.
And then these bigger ones back here looks like probably 14s.
I bet you they're 13s.
Tristan's right.
I guess that's loose. We'll just pull it out with the intake, I guess, because there ain't no way you can get it out of there unless we take this piece off.
Speaking of cameras, you know what I found on Jimmy's camera that I've charged finally?
Yeah.
All of the pictures he took in Indiana when we went up for the week.
You need to download them on the computer and erase them. That way she's got more room.
I already erased them.
Why'd you erase them?
Not all of them, just a few of them. Because there was just like, it was a tree, another tree.
Oh.
The back of freaking Maddie's oldest boy, his back where they were playing football in the yard. Because he's 17 and has to go shirtless.
No.
It was just funny.
Oh, you remember how like the screen or like the video on this was like really bright? It's because I didn't turn the brightness down.
Boy.
I didn't know it had that option.
If a cell phone has that option, cameras nowadays definitely have that option.
Yeah, probably. But it looks way better now. I'll turn the brightness down off of it.
Well, the gasket don't look bad.
That's good.
We'll still replace it.
Yeah. You didn't lose any of the washers, did you? Or did it have any on the bottom?
All right, guys. So, judging by what our diagnosis has caused, we did the tune-up. It still didn't fix the issue that we're having. So we ended up taking the air intake off and checking the valves because these motors right here have a really bad timing chain issue that I read up on. The timing chain will get stretched and cause it to jump out of time, which bends the valves in it.
And cause the pistons to hit the valves.
Yes. So from here, we're going to end this as a part 1. We'll come back in a part 2 after we get all the parts together and do an engine breakdown and show you guys how to do that. Until next time, I'm Tristan.
And I'm Dustin.
This is Twisted Piston.